Hey everyone, it's Jonathan, and this is What Am I Reading Wednesday. This is the video where I talk about the books that I am going to be reading this coming week. Now, incidentally, I just finished a book on Tuesday, so that means I get to start fresh with the books that I am reading on Wednesday. So I have 3 books that I'm going to be working on this coming week. 2 of them are a little substantial. One of them is, I'm guessing, relatively short because of the series that it's in. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is called The Thickety, The Whispering Trees. Now, this is the second book in the Thickety series by J.A. White. I had previously read J.A. White's book called Night Books and really enjoyed it. And I saw this at the library, and I grabbed the first one. It's called The Thickety, The Path Starts, or The Path Begins, something along those lines. I'm sorry. It is called, it says right here on the back of the book, you'd think I should look there. It says, The Thickety, A Path Begins. And this is the story of a girl named Kara who lives in kind of a religious cult, and that is very opposed to magic. So much so that if you are found doing magic or are accused of doing magic, there are serious consequences. And Kara knows this firsthand because her mother was accused of being a witch and they executed her. And the problem is that Kara is starting to show signs that she might have magical abilities as well. And so the first book played out with how that came to pass and the repercussions of using magic. It was a phenomenal book. Really, really enjoyed it. It's like almost 500 pages. I read it in 3 days. Is how good it was. So when I was at the library on Tuesday, I grabbed the second copy, which is really unique because I don't typically read a series back to back to back to back to back. I'll read a book in a series, and then I'll go read something else, and then I'll come back and I'll grab the next book in the series. But this one, I enjoyed it so much, and the first one left on such a cliffhanger that I wanted to grab this and continue with this series right away. I think there's like 3 or 4 in this. This is The Thickety. The book 2 is called The Whispering Trees. Another book that I am planning to start this week is Pines by Blake Crouch. I'm going to be really honest, I don't know anything about this book. I have done my level best to try to avoid knowing as much about this book as I can. I came across it on a video by Ian Goobly. You hear me mention his name a lot. I am very thankful for Ian and the videos that he puts out. I do know this is about a FBI agent who wakes up in a town, and he went there to try to find some federal agents who went missing, and that's about all I know. I do know Blake Crouch is known for his very twisty books. I read Dark Matter earlier this year, and it was interesting to say the very least. And so I'm expecting nothing less from Pines. This is the first in a trilogy as well. And if I enjoy it, I'm planning to continue on with the series. Pines I put on my 50 before 50 reading challenge. So this would be, if I read it and finish it, this will be a book that'll count toward that. So I am definitely looking forward to grabbing that. And then finally, and I'm going to show you this one on my Kindle because the library didn't have a copy of it when I was there. Continuing to read through Goosebumps. I just finished Deep Trouble. That was a one about a mermaid and sea monsters and sharks and all kinds of things like that. This one, that cover looks absolutely terrifying. I don't know if you can see that. This is The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. And it's about a girl who goes to visit her grandparents' farm and notices something strange about the scarecrows. And I got to tell you, I'm a little bit of a sucker for books about cornfields and scarecrows. If you've ever read the book Small Spaces by Catherine Arden, that plays very much into the scarecrow cornfield thing. I also just finished reading a book called Monsters in the Archives. I really should do a review on that book. by Carolyn Bix. And in that book, she's talking about Stephen King books. And one of the books that she examines is the book Night Shift, which is a collection of stories. And that's where Children of the Corn comes from. Not exactly scarecrows or things like that, but it definitely plays into the cornfield dynamic. So, Goosebumps are most of the time a good time. There have been a few stinkers. Deep Trouble was all right. Hoping this one's going to be pretty good. So there you are. Those are the books that I am reading this Wednesday, and hopefully I will make good progress on them. On Wednesday, my son is having an operation to fix something that he was born with, and so we're going to be at the hospital for quite a while, and also I'll have plenty of time to read. I'm going to bring these books and load up my Kindle. Probably see if I can find the Kindle versions of these books, so I don't have to carry the hardcovers with me there. But we'll have some time to read while he's in surgery, and then waiting for him once he's out of recovery and into his room. So if you are a praying type, would greatly appreciate your prayers for him as he's going through this operation, and for the doctors to be able to do the procedure skillfully without any complications. And also, again, if you're the praying type, pray for my wife and for me. We're a little anxious. I know we're trusting God, but this is the first major surgery any of our children has had to have. And so we have made it 20 years as parents, with children coming along the way. For the first time, will be the only the second hospitalization. So God has been good to us in protecting our children. But there you go. Those are the books that I am reading this Wednesday. And I'd like to know, what are you reading this week? Have you read any of the books that I am working my way through? And what are your thoughts? Don't give me any spoilers on Pines. I want to go into it as open and fresh, free from spoilers and thoughts like that as I can. But let me know your thoughts or what you are reading. And some videos will pop up here in just a moment for some other stuff that has been on my channel, if you want to check that out. If you aren't subscribed yet, I am very, very close to reaching 350 subscribers. At the time of me recording this, I had a little over 340. I think it was like 343. So I would greatly appreciate it if you are not subscribed. If you would hit that subscribe button, it really helps me to stay motivated to continue making videos. And as always, my name is Jonathan. This is Mr. Pearson Talks Books, and we'll see you next time.